This is Remarkable Receptions. Literary works by Maya Angelou, Alice Walker, Toni Morrison, Sonia Sanchez, Nikki Giovanni, Octavia Butler, Rita Dove, Bell Hooks, and more encompass a wide range of genres: poetry, novels, short stories, science fiction, plays, and scholarly works. Between 1969 and 1994, in particular, Black women writers produced an extraordinary body of work that continues to receive both popular and critical acclaim. So, we wonder, was that time span the greatest 25 years in Black women's writing? In 1969, Maya Angelou published her first autobiography, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. A year later, Toni Morrison released her first novel, The Bluest Eye. In 1970, Alice Walker also debuted her first novel, The Third Life of Grange Copeland. During this same period, poets like Sonia Sanchez, June Jordan, Nikki Giovanni, and Carolyn Rogers published significant volumes of poetry. Their works garnered unprecedented levels of attention, particularly in the history of commentary and critical responses to Black women's literary creations. These women, along with many others, continued publishing through the 1970s, 1980s, and into the 1990s. One reason we might consider the years from 1969 to 1994 as one of the greatest eras in Black women's literary history is the sheer number of prominent authors who emerged during this period. There is a long history of talented and well-known African American women writers: Phyllis Wheatley, Frances E.W. Harper, Ida B. Wells, Nella Larson, Zora Neale Hurston, Margaret Walker, Gwendolyn Brooks. Today, we celebrate many accomplished contemporary Black women writers as well: Natasha Trethewey, Tracy K. Smith, Jesmyn Ward, and more. However, what makes the writers of the 1970s and 1980s stand out is the exceptional quality of their works and the volume of critical and popular responses they received during their peak period of literary production. The widespread attention these writers drew between 1969 and 1994 surpassed that of earlier and later decades. No Black writer has been more critically acclaimed than Toni Morrison. The novels she published during the 1970s and 1980s have attracted the most scholarly attention and are regularly taught in high schools and colleges across the country. In 1993, Morrison was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature. Morrison is part of a cohort that includes Alice Walker, Gail Jones, Sonia Sanchez, Nikki Giovanni, Lucille Clifton, and Octavia Butler. Together, they occupy central places in African American and American literary and cultural history. During this critical 25-year period, Black women writers broke new ground in thematic exploration. They produced imaginative works, some of which transcended realistic boundaries. From Maya Angelou's debut in 1969 to Edwidge Danticat's first novel, Breath, Eyes, Memory, in 1994, Black women writers created literature that received a remarkable reception.